afternoon, everybody, and welcome to September's Craft Gin Club What's in the Box. Now, this month's box arrived yesterday. I was at work, so I didn't get a chance to open it or do much with it, apart from already sampling one of the little additions that come with it this morning. I've already had that for breakfast, but I'll explain more about that in the video as we go along. So, Craft Gin Club this month, I ordered the box and I had a few discounts on it. So the box actually only cost me £25 this month. So all in all, it was a bit of a cheaper month. I'd saved up all my points over buying boxes and doing various bits, few reviews with Craft Gin on the Gin Trust or whatever it's called, where you answer a few questions about the kind of service they're providing, and then got enough points to get £15 off a box. So happy days. I got my £15 off the box. It arrived yesterday. Again, with the courier, it was a case of I got the message and 2 hours later it was at my house, which again is okay, but luckily enough someone was in again. But if you're not in, I just think what would happen, it might be a lot more difficult to get hold of the box. So this month's gin is another one from abroad. It's from a different country. I've had a little look online, and the actual gin itself is retailed at £35. Obviously, if you're paying £40 for the box, then with the additions that they've put in this month, some of which are basically, and you can see it quite obviously, are free samples. They're not exactly what you would call a full-size product. Some of them are, but for £5, you basically paid exactly what these things have cost, which you would buy normally, which sometimes when Craft Gin Club do their £60 box, it's a lot better because you know that you're getting more than what the value of the actual box is. This month doesn't appear to be that. It might be a little bit more than £40, but not that much more than £40. If you've paid £40, I would feel a little bit aggrieved. I understand that it's a club and you get the gins that they send out, which they've chosen. But when you look online and buy it, see them for £35 and a few sample products, I think they've been a bit, should we say, tight this month is probably the best word. Anyway, you don't want to hear me prattling on, so without further ado, let's crack on with the box. Now, this month I'm going to go straight in with the gin, show you guys the gin, and then sort of work backwards with it this month, and you'll see it's quite a well themed box, so they do get a lot of points for that. The actual you'll see the theme as I go through, with all the different flavours and bits and bobs that they do actually have in the box. So without further ado, the main gin this month is Stranger & Sons gin from India. Now, not that I didn't think that Indians produce gin, but it's not exactly the first place you'd expect to think that you would get gin from. As I say, this is available online. You can buy it online. Whether it's a unique one, I'm not entirely sure. So I don't want to start saying things about it. But certainly £35 a bottle. Yes, it's at the sort of upper end of the market gins, but it's not in the realms of like the Hong Kong gin, which was £80. So, as I say, this is from India, and I'll read a little bit on the back. It says, Stranger & Sons, product of India. This mythical creature, made famous for her gin, is spotted most infrequently in the jungles of India. So I'm presuming they're on about the tiger, the Bengal tiger. Her once secret recipe contains juniper. She found in the hidden packet of the Sari Bilal's coriander seeds that got stuck in her pores, a unique blend of lemon peels, lemon, Indian bergamot, and I can't even say that, Campari lemons, left to dry in the sun. Indian black pepper stolen from the creeper of the sleeping banyan. Angelina root drawn from the earth in the heaviest monsoon rain. Licorice borrowed from gambling goodman. Carissa bark torn off a tree in a fit of rage. Nutmeg received as a payment for gin for a langar and mace, and the clever langar's trick to replace nutmeg. The legend continues. Quite how this is associated to a gin. I can understand the tiger, obviously coming from India, and there's obviously some kind of storyline which perhaps I'm not understanding, but hey ho. This is 42.8% proof, and it's the usual sort of 70 centilitres. This is produced in Mumbai, in India. I'll just show you the back quickly. There you go, there's the back. But yeah, it's a nice enough bottle. One that is, the label's certainly striking, but it's quite different to being a black bottle. But again, is it a blowaway bottle? No, it's not. It's not one like the Dartmouth or some of those other ones that are a bit more appealing. Anyway, that's this month's gin. So it's all based on India. So, carry on with the Indian theme. We have these. The onion barges, give it back as you snack. Now it says here, 1 bag equals 1 free school meal. Now I think the idea behind this snack is basically the money that they make from it, they give back to children who are missing out back in India and stuff like that. I've never seen these on the shelves over here. You might be able to get them perhaps down London or other places like that, where this kind of thing probably might sell a bit more, but I've certainly not seen them. It's aromatic crunchy half moons with a blend of mellow onion, zesty turmeric and a kick of chili. There's a bulk match for any cold beer. So it's actually a match for beer, not for gin, for beer. These would be great with a bottle of Cobra or a bottle of Kingfisher or one of the other premium Indian lagers as a little snack. And I think these are more probably suited to a beer rather than a gin. We have got Mr. Singh's. So that's something from that. From the Indian community, so I'm guessing it's his. Hand-cooked British potatoes, chili crisp, spicy tandoori chicken flavour. On the back, I'm guessing pictures of all the staff there who have helped produce these crisps, and I'm guessing it's an Indian family who produced these crisps. Again, it's not one I really ever... We Are the Singh Family from East London, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they're an Indian kind of crisp promoter. Very nice, very unique, and I'm rather happy to try them. I'm sure they'll be very nice. We have got some coffee bags. Now, these are Tailors of Harrogate. These, now I'm going to let you into a little secret. I've already had these this morning. I had them with my wife. I've left the packets in case you're wondering why they're opened. So you've got two packets. Again, this is a bit of a sample promotion, which is what I was on about at the start of the video. If you look, they've actually got like a discount voucher in there for if you was to buy it. But saying that, I loved it. These are great. I've been wanting to try the coffee kind of tea bags for ages, and it was great. It was just like having one of the old coffee bean strained coffees without the hassle. So I will probably buy these again. Whether I will probably pay, I don't know how much these are normally, but whether I would actually pay that. But like I say, as you can see, this is a sample pack, which is all very nice. Having the 50p off, it's quite a nice idea. But again, samples. Now, I don't know who's been on the production line at Craft Gin Club, but according to this, it says pineapple and lime. Now, I'm no gardener or expert, but that to me doesn't look like pineapple or lime. That looks to me to be something perhaps like cardamom seeds or something with what appears to be lemon again. So lemon and coriander, that's what I'm guessing. It's a shame really, because Nims, who it's produced by, Nims, you've actually gone and labelled it up completely wrong. I'm sure the pineapple and lime was in one of the other ones, but hey ho. I'll have to try to find out in the gin and see what it actually is. Next, we've got this chocolate bar. Now, they've had Tony's before in the past in some of their other boxes back in October, September last year, I believe it was. This is milk chocolate, caramel and sea salt, which I'm trying to stop my daughter from getting. It's a good size bar, probably about the same size as a reasonable aero bar or cabbage caramel that you would find, that thicker chocolate. I dare say this would probably be more worth than some of the others, and I'm guessing this would probably cost about £2.50 in the shop. So yeah, that's nice. We've then, moving on to some of the mixers, we've got Martin Frisch's pineapple. So it's like a pineapple juice there. We had the Pago one a few months ago. I think it was just after Christmas or just before Christmas, whenever it was. So again, yeah, this is, I don't know whether this would be classified as a full-size bottle, but it's a nice little bottle, probably enough for one G&T. That would be about it. You could probably possibly split it between two small G&Ts, but certainly if there's two of you wouldn't really get much of a kind of drink out of that. So yeah, we have got also another bottle of Campari. This is Campari Milano. This is 25% volume. Again, I've never really had much to do with Campari. It's not one that I really have much dealings with. But it's got bitter on there, so I'm guessing this would be quite a bitter one to offset against the sweetness of the pineapple when either you mix it in with a drink or whatever you decide to do with it. Now, this month's cocktail is the usual Craft Gin Club cocktail. It is Gino Colada. So I'm guessing this is obviously a spin on Pina Colada. It's their usual kind of syrup that they put in the box to make your cocktails with. So yeah, now, I've had this before. These are the London Essence. I'll put one there so you can see it. Well, yeah, just that London Essence, bitter orange and elderflower tonic water. I managed to get some of these from a discount store just before Christmas, and to be quite honest, they were horrible. Whether it's because they were close to being out of date, I don't know, but it was probably one of the worst tonics I've ever had. It just was not a nice taste in any way, shape or form. I get it's the bitterness, and it sounds like it should be a nice tonic water. Yes, it's supposed to have a bitterness, but to me, it didn't really taste of either. It was just quite a nasty taste, really, and I ended up tipping 12 bottles of it all down the sink because it was horrible. There's no question about it. I'm guessing there will be people which will like it, and that's fair enough. But for me, I'm not going to drink these. My wife can have them. She sort of semi-liked it. But I certainly won't be rushing to chew them and put them in my glass. As per normal, we've got the Craft Gin, sorry, can you see me? You've got the Craft Gin Club book. It's got all this sort of usual gubbins about where it's come from in India, spices, all about it. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so I probably will read it. and it's all just about the distiller, really. As I say, I really don't know much about them, but it is readily available online. It's not a special edition for Craft Gin Club or anything like that. So yeah, I'll have a read of that, do my normal history lesson as to where the gins come from. They're already advertising for, believe it or not, let me try and find it, it's in here somewhere. Try and find it there. Do bear with me, please. Probably won't be able to find it. Oh, there it is. Yes, believe it or not, they're actually already advertising for Christmas with Mr. Philip Schofield still pushing that out. Now, I thought when they took Philip Schofield on board and he did a few of the videos, it'd be quite good. And for the first couple, it's fine. He seems to have petered out and just become a bit of a gimmick, really. I think certain things that potentially have happened have affected what goes on. I quite like Philip Schofield. I think he's quite a nice chap. But yeah, they're already on the bandwagon advertising Christmas stuff. So Christmas gin calendar, I can't find the price of it. I dare say if you go online you'll be able to find the price. But yeah, they've started to sort of, how can I put it, find stuff that I noticed that a survey came out recently about the magazine and what people thought of it and what they want in it. And that, for me, it should be about gin. I get there's going to be advertisements in there, but this one seems to be absolutely full of cocktail recipes. Now, if you like cocktails, that's absolutely fine. I totally get that. But for me, cocktails, yes, have a couple in there, but don't fill 4 or 5 pages up of gin cocktails in a book. I want to read about gins, where they're made, how they're made, all those kinds of things. Also included, and I haven't quite worked why this is, it's Craft Gin Club's Travel Guide to Queensland. Now, quite why this is in here, I don't know. It's obviously something that they've done. They've gone en route to Queensland and whatever. But with the best will in the world, I can't afford to go to Australia every other day of the week. It's a nice idea, having a travel guide. Quite what it's got to do with gin, I don't really know. Unless they're going scouting to bring us gin from Australia. That would be my only guess. However, it's in there. It's quite a nice little idea for a travel guide, but quite what it's got to do with craft gin, I haven't got a clue. Probably seeing how they're spending the money that they're making. Anyway, that's my little rant over. This month's box, normally I praise Craft Gin Club quite a lot, but this month's box was a bit of a disappointment. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think for £40 the box was particularly value for money, given the price of what the gin costs that you can buy online and the stuff that we got rid of it. They've done better boxes. So we'll see how next month goes. Hopefully next month will be a little bit better, and I'm guessing because of the current climate and bits and bobs that perhaps they have struggled a little bit to put boxes together that are a more variety of things, particularly with supply chains or all the rest of it that's happened. But things are getting back to normal now, slowly, albeit, and hopefully they can perhaps, I don't know, find their feet again next month. As I say, this month's box, good idea. It's a nice theme. It's probably better than a lot of other gin clubs do, particularly with the gin from India. I don't suppose you'll find many doing the gin from India, but I just sort of feel as though it's perhaps not quite such a unique distillery. I don't know, perhaps I'm wrong. I'm sure there's plenty of people will tell me otherwise in the comments. Tell me what your thoughts are on the Craft Gin Club box this month, and the other previous boxes, and do you think it represents the value that you paid this month compared to other months, and the kind of things that you would like to see in a Craft Gin Club. I know I can't pass on the comments or whatever, but certainly for me, Craft Gin Club is about finding small distilleries with uniqueness, and bottles that I know are going to cost more money, and perhaps I'm being a bit hypercritical and over expecting, but for me personally, there's been better boxes that they produced in this month. So for now, if you want to leave a comment for me, and I'll try to reply to all the comments that I get. No negativity though, I don't do negativity. As I say, all opinions are my own. That I'm not endorsed by Craft Gin Club, because I wouldn't be saying what I'm doing, but it would be nice just to have some opinions on what people think of the box and where the Craft Gin could go, really. I think they're trying to branch out into certain other things now that I've noticed slipping in, and whether that's a good idea, I'm not so sure. Sometimes it's better to keep things simple and good rather than try and push extra products and fill the box up now with sample stuff. So yeah, thoughts and answers please. So all it does is bid me, I just need to bid you a fond farewell till next month, and I shall see you then. Stay safe, and it's October, so we're into the autumn next month, so hopefully it'll be something a bit autumny, a bit sort of, I think last year, what did they do last year? Oh, they did the William of Orange gin, didn't they, from Holland. And although the gin wasn't particularly nice, the actual bottles was quite nicely themed with the sort of season of autumn. So yeah, hopefully next month will be a bit better. Okay, so bye-bye for now. Take care. Look after yourselves. Bye.